y'all doing? How y'all doing on this fantastic day? Y'all have a full Saturday, but I said that this would be the perfect day after I meet with my book club to do some creative corner projects. This is why I clicked on the video. You see it by the title. We're going to do a 3-for-1, and I'm super excited to do each one of these projects. Now, y'all, like I tell y'all in all my videos, if they don't go well, y'all not gonna see them. But if you are watching this, then that means every single one of them pulled off seamlessly, beautifully, and wonderfully, and I'm excited. So I am going to meet with my book club ladies, and then afterwards we're gonna go shopping for supplies and materials, and then I will see you guys when I'm back home, got everything I need, and we're gonna jump right on in. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, my lovelies. Hey, my lovelies, I made it back home, and as promised, I told you guys that we will link up as soon as I made it home. I got all the supplies for the project, so I'm super excited to get started. But y'all, it's hot. So I'm about to change into something much more comfortable. I'm gonna eat, and then I will be back when I am ready to get started. Are you guys as excited as I am? I am ready to go. I love to create, so this is my favorite thing. So I will catch y'all in a little bit. Hey guys, I'm back. I just needed to get situated and comfortable, and now that I am, I'm going to show you guys what projects that I'm going to be working on. So you remember, it is still June, but you are not going to see this until July, once again, if it turns out well. So either way, remember when I spoke earlier on monthly intentions for June, and I said I wanted to try some projects, get creative. So that's what I'm going to do, y'all. So I'm going to make popsicles, I'm gonna make my own ice cream, and I'm going to plant some herbs, y'all. I spoke about this, so I can't just be lip service. I have to actually put it to action. So that is what we're going to be doing today. I got all my materials. So the first things first, I think I want to start with is making my ice cream, because that's going to take the longest. And honestly, I think it says it's ready within 2 hours of making it, but I'm going to leave it overnight. And then I'll come back and I'll show you guys how it looks later on when it's appropriate to have ice cream. But either way, I'm going to leave it overnight. But I'm going to make that. Then I'm going to make the popsicles. I got my handy dandy blender here, so I'm ready for that. And then last but not least, because it's going to be messy and I don't want soil mixing with my ice cream and anything else, so I'm going to do that one last with planting my seeds and my herbs. So guys, I'm super excited, and I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I do. I hope everything turns out well, and either way, we're gonna hop on in it. But first, before we do that, I'm gonna show you guys what I bought, and if you're interested in doing this project, I'm a regular person. I bought all this stuff from my local Walmart. I didn't want to go too far or go to too many places, because y'all, it's hot. It is 100 degrees outside, and anybody trying to be out there all day. So either way, let me show you guys what I got. I didn't even unpack anything, because I'm like, I'll just show you guys everything. So I got some potting soil here. I don't really want to open this up because it got a little bit of dirt in it, and I got to wash my hands again because I see the dirt coming up. So I got some potting soil for my seeds, and open this up, get all this out of the way. And for my popsicles, I'm going to be making, it's going to be watermelon, berries, and I got coconut, water, and I think that was it. I'll have a picture so you guys can see exactly what I'm going to be making. I'm just going to throw a bunch of berries in there and create it. Okay, nothing too exciting. So, but the ingredients does require coconut water in it, so that's why I made sure I got that. All right, so for the first project, or the last project that I'm going to do with my planting my pots, I bought some little ones. I used to have a lot of plants. I used to have a ton of these, but I threw them away once I stopped. And I bought different planter containers because I really didn't need these anymore. So I got, because these are like basically for like when you're beginning, like baby plants and stuff like that, like your first starting a pot, but now you kind of like grow in time, and that's what's going to happen with these. I'll eventually have to let these go and put them in bigger pots, but right now those are the best for what I'm trying to do. So they didn't have exactly what I wanted in the store, and for what I do want, I'm probably gonna have to order them online. But I didn't want to wait till the next day, and I didn't want to drive everywhere because y'all was hot. So I got everything in one store and I was done with it. But I'm thankful I was able to get at least what I wanted. So I liked it, the lavender. So I got lavender and I got chamomile. So I'm going to be, potting these and seeding them. I do have a heating light in my bedroom because I do have plants. I don't know if y'all can see back there, further back there, that door that's open there, those are my plants. I don't know if y'all can see. Y'all can zoom in and be nosy and look. But those are my other plants, and I do have a heating light because in the wintertime there's not much light, so I had a backup. So those will be going so I can get these seeds to get going. So I'm excited about that. So this is one project here. The planting is one project. So I'm going to move this out the way, and then I'm going to show you guys the second one. All right, so we are back. So now the second project, all of my fruits and my berries are in the refrigerator. There's no need to pull these out. Y'all, I could not find these molded ice pop tray containers. They only have them online. And again, I didn't want to drive around. So I'm just like, I saw these, they look cute. We're going to just see how they work. But they're going to give us what we want. They're going to give us that popsicle effect, but I'm going to be able to create what I want in them with the coconut oil and the fruit. It's going to be super healthy. I do have sweeteners like a guava and stuff like that to make it a little bit sweet, but it's going to be healthy pots. But these are super cute because they're like unicorns. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me get them a little bit closer. They're little unicorns. So it's going to be a cute one. So that is the second project. And then obviously my very last one is the ice cream. So the ingredients that I needed to buy, thank you, Holy Spirit, because I'm trying to do this on top of my head. I don't have no notes, y'all. It required some heavy creaming, some half and half. I've never used this stuff. And it also required some sweet condensed milk. Again, never used none of that. But apparently that's how we're gonna mix some ice cream. I got some pure vanilla extract. It required a little tin can, loaf pan, to basically put the ice cream in. And then lastly, I got a little ice cream scoop because I don't know if we have one, and best to just have it. So I'm gonna also put pecans in my ice cream. It's not just gonna be straight vanilla. I'm gonna put some pecans. I also, once again, I do have some caramel that I can drizzle in there, but I think I want to use a guava, make it sweet. But I know this is already gonna make it sweet, but just in case, because some of the ingredients said sugar and salt. I ain't putting no sugar, no extra sugar, and I'm not putting no salt. So I'm gonna make it my own, and hopefully it's some good ice cream. So guys, that's all the ingredients. I'm gonna get started with each one, and I'll pause in between so I can show you like how I'm doing it and what I'm doing. And I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I do. All right, my lovelies, I'll see ya. All right, guys, so I am back. I'm about to put all the ingredients in the pan because that's what the instructions say. And then I'm gonna stir it up really, really, really good. And then we are gonna wrap it up with it says to wrap it up with plastic, but I don't have any plastic. So I'm just gonna put them in these Ziploc bags really tightly, probably double them up. And then I'm gonna put them in the freezer for about 2 hours. So I wanted to get the camera a little bit closer so you guys can see what I'm doing. So hopefully you guys can. And let's get started. So now I'm gonna wrap this up. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I don't know how it's supposed to look exactly, but we're gonna see how it turns out in the end. So I'm just gonna, it's really liquidy, so we'll see how much it thickens up. But I'm just gonna put this in some Ziploc. I'm gonna get another Ziploc because it don't fit all the way. Super careful because I'm trying not to make sure nothing spills. All right, so yeah, see how it already coming up with the Ziploc? That's all right, y'all. It's all right. It ain't got to be perfect. We're just gonna do our best. All right, y'all. So, ooh, I made it worse. It's okay. I'm gonna leave this alone before I make it worse. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna sit it in my freezer. Clear out some room so it can just sit. And I'm gonna put a timer on for 2 hours, and then I'm gonna check it because it says to check it in 2 hours, and stir it a little bit, and then I'm going to leave it alone for overnight after I stir it for 2 hours, and we will see how it tastes in the morning. All right, y'all, so let's go to project number 2. All right, so now we are ready for project number 2. We're gonna make our popsicles. Ice pops, that's what this little thing is saying. So I'm gonna grab some watermelon, and I'm gonna take a couple of my berries, and we are gonna take a lime, and we are gonna blend this all stuff up together, and then we're gonna pour them in our ice pop. So let me just bend the camera down so you can see what I'm doing here. Got some watermelon here, so I'm gonna cut these up, make them as little as I can, and then I'm gonna throw them in our blender here. Great, so you guys can see just a little bit better. Hope you guys can see that pretty good. I'm gonna use all these watermelons in here. I've already pre-cut the watermelon, so just to save you some time, you can do that as well. And I use guava sweetening for everything, so that is what we're going to be using as well. And if you're a juicer, I'm sure you can like juice this and then just pour it, and probably be more easier. I don't have a juicer, so I'm just going to use my blender, what I have, and it'll still make it liquidy, I hope, and good. And most importantly, it'll be super healthy. We got the lime in there. We're gonna take some berries. I don't know if anybody knows this. Sweet Carolina blackberries. If you see them in your store, every single time I get them, and I get them from Target, they're always sweet and they're always so good. Sometimes blackberries be hit and miss, I don't know what they're doing in Carolina. I don't know if it's the north or the south, but we making some, we planting some good berries. Okay, so we got our berries here. I'm gonna add some coconut water. This is like $1 and something, so nothing to break the bank, y'all. I don't particularly care for coconut water, but make sure you check your fruit too, y'all. Making sure ain't nothing in there. So I'm gonna fill this up because I want this to get real blendy. All right. Okay. Start this. We're gonna put it. It already has it. I just press it. All right, so that is all done. And now we're gonna pour it into our ice pop trays. Let's open this baby up and see how these look. Oh, these are so cute. So obviously I can only make 4. Look at these. If I had a little girl, she would love this. When my little girl comes, she's gonna love this. So I'm already prepared for her. So I'm gonna make 4 of these, and whatever's left, I'm probably gonna drink for later. And I know I'm not gonna get all of this in, but it's too much good stuff in here to just leave it. All right, so I'm gonna hold this up because I don't want it to spill everywhere. And you guys see, I'm just pouring it in. I'm making sure I really fill it up to the top so that way you can get all of it. You guys can see. All right, my lovelies, so that was project number 2. So now we're on to 3. We're moving and grooving through this pretty quickly. It hasn't taken very long, and I'm excited about that. So let me get this all cleaned up, and we'll get to potting. Real quick, y'all, I just tried this coconut water. This is gonna be some good pop. It's really good, really, really good. Yes. Another helpful tip when you are creating, just make sure you clean as you go, because you don't want to get to the end of a project and you got a massive cleanup you got to do. So just after each project, if you are going to do multiple ones at once, clean up as you go, or clean up after each project, because once again, you just don't want to be tired after the project and then you got so much cleanup. So try your best to avoid that if you can by cleaning up as you go. All right, you guys, so we are ready for project number 3. And I got everything cleaned up from project number 2, and now let's just hop on in. I tried my best to put plastic down on everything. Let me pause this movie because I don't want no trouble. Right. So what was I saying? Yes, so now we're ready to plant and pot our seeds. I laid down plastic because this is the counter that we cook, do everything on. I don't want a lot of dirt, obviously, so I tried to put as much covering as I can down, and I can easily pick stuff up and just throw it in the trash when I'm ready. I also place my pots in plastic as well, so again, the dirt's gonna go in there versus all over the place. I've got a little cover. I've already had these, well, no point in rebuying those. And of course, we got our pots. I'm going to be planting lavender once again and chamomile, and they both look really pretty. I'm hoping that I can make the chamomile into a tea. I'll figure that out. But either way, it'd be nice to smell it, right? Because it'll be something good. But I'm hoping that I can use it for tea. But all right, guys, so let's go ahead and get started. I don't want to overtalk this, and watch me work. wrapped up project number 3. So you guys see I've already placed them on my plant stand here. You see my other babies, they're alive and well. I've had some of these plants for a few years now, so I'm grateful that they have not went on the glory on me. So I got them all set up right here, and now I'm gonna set my timer. So I bought this timer years ago when I first started doing plant life, and it's up to 3, 6, and 12. So I'm gonna go to 12 today, and that way it'll, well, no, I'm gonna do 6 hours, and I think that should be fine. I don't want to fry them or any of my other plants. So I got the light going here, and then I'm gonna set the timer for 6 hours, and then it will shut itself off when it's done. But you guys see here that it's gonna be keeping warm, and hopefully it will germinate, and I will be seeing some plants soon. So right now these projects are just really waiting games. I'm gonna check back tomorrow, so we'll see how our pops look, as well as we'll see how our ice cream went. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the morning. I'll see you tomorrow, and have a good evening.
The next day.
As promised, I am coming back to show you guys how everything turned out. So I don't know about this ice cream, y'all. I'm gonna let it thaw out because I should have stirred it before I put it in the freezer. I forgot to do that after the first 2 hours, and then checked on it again for the next 2 hours, and then I probably would have been able to have a good scoop of ice cream, but I left it overnight because I was just thinking that it would turn out better. But it's just a block of ice right now, but this is how it looks pretty much. But it is pretty solid. Y'all saw how liquidy it is. So I'm just gonna let it sit out and get a little softened, and then I'm gonna taste it in a few. Probably let it sit out for about an hour. But look how cute the popsicles turned out, you guys. They look so cute. And if you can come up, I'm gonna try to bring it up a little bit closely. They got the little shape of the unicorns there, but you can't, it doesn't pick it up the greatest on the camera. But you can see the berries in it and the watermelon. Not probably the watermelon, but you can see the berries. I can see the berries rather. And it's very good. They're very super sweet. So I'm excited that those turn out well. So I'm gonna keep doing this, y'all. I like the idea of I can make my own popsicles, and they're more healthier, less sugar, not super sweet, healthy. So that's a great alternative. Again, I'm gonna let this ice cream melt, and then I'll be back. I'm sorry if I'm looking crazy, y'all. I'm working and I'm home and I'm relaxing, and I don't really care. But anyway, I'll come back to check on the ice cream, and I'll let you guys know how it turned out, and I'll see you soon.
1 hour later, 2 hours later, 3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
All right, my lovely, so I am back. So the ice cream did not turn out the best way that I was hoping, but it's okay. I'm gonna try it again, and hopefully I will be able to be more successful with it the second time around. It's, you know, it's like that, you guys. Sometimes you try stuff out, it does not work, but you just keep on trying, because I really want to learn how to do it on my own, and I can say that I did. So either way, the popsicles turned out great. I'm looking forward to see new growth in the potted seed plants the herb plants that I'm gonna be allowing to grow. They're literally under the little heating lamp, so hopefully I will see some progression in there in a few weeks, and hopefully I will also be able to share it with y'all by the time this video comes out in July. I can add a little bit of, if there's any growth with there, and I may attempt to try to make ice cream again, or I'm gonna just stick with the store-bought. But either way, guys, I can at least say I put my money where my mouth is. I tried, and you know, some stuff worked out, some stuff we gon' maybe leave alone. But either way, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't be afraid to try out things. Don't be afraid to make sure things go well, and if they don't go well, keep trying, right? This is all about the creative process. We don't give up here. We just go another way till we get our goal and get it successfully done.
Meanwhile,
guys, so we are in Burlington's, and look what Mom found. So we're gonna try this again. and we're gonna make them. All right. All right, guys, so we're gonna try to do this one more time since Mom bought us the proper silicone molds so we can make our popsicles. And I'm gonna cheat a little, y'all. So I got some watermelon already cut up, but I'm gonna use Simply Orange flavored. I know there's a lot of sugar in that, so that's gonna be cheating a little bit, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and put this together and see how it turns out. Turn out. I'll check on them in a few hours and hopefully they turn out really good. I'm sorry I cheated a little because I don't have all the ingredients that I did when I initially did this tutorial or DIY popsicle extravaganza. So we'll see how it turns out and I will see you guys in a bit. I'm back. I nearly forgot about these popsicles. They turned out so good. Highly recommend. Make your own. Mom's already enjoying one. You see one's already missing. She loves them. So success. I'll see you guys on the next one. Once again, remember to cast all those cares unto the Lord. He will sustain you. He will not let the righteous fall.